Alrighty, let me get my controller set correctly. There we go. Now, let's take a look at the bans. We have Reborn defending first. So they will get the honors of banning first as always. Let's see who they're going to pick. Now, I doubt they'll be banning Maverick because Merxy would like to play Maverick, I think. They are going to ban Thatcher, which is the next most common ban, I would say. Let's see what Orphic will go for. Last week when Orphic played against Vanquish, they double hard breach banned on Consulate. On Villa, rather. Consulate on the brain. Let's see if they try to... they can't double ban now because we don't have a hard breach ban. Maverick is going to be the pick. Alright, that's going to hurt Merxy a little bit, but not too much because he's just as confident going in as the likes of Sledge or Zofia, so we'll probably see plenty of that coming out. So that is Thatcher and Maverick. No big surprises, to be honest, on either of those. Let's see who Orphic are going to kick out when it comes to the defensive side. That's going to be Mira. Funnily enough, that's the last orange team ban that I set up. So I don't have to change anything there. That's very handy for me. Mira, mostly effective. Actually, where do you see Mira get used that much on Oregon? Sometimes in dorms. You don't actually see her that much. Kaida's going to get banned. That's a good pick. That is a good pick. Kaid, obviously, most powerful on this map downstairs in Laundry and Supply Room. But he has been taken out of play. That makes perfect sense. But Merxy loves to play Bandit, so we will see plenty of that. Alrighty, so Laundry and Supply Room is going to be the first site to get played. What? We've got tweets already. People getting in quickly. Oh, alright, it hasn't actually popped up yet for me to use. Let's remind people, though, while we're loading in. There you go. Alright, we are going to see Jackson 6 picking off of Blackbeard and going on to Monty. No 6 picks coming out here from Reborn. As suspected, Merxy is going to pick Bandit. No big surprise. No big surprise.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
Crynova is a Luzi. So if anyone's wondering who Crynova is, that used to be a Luzi. So he's been on Reborn for a while now. He's just got a new GT, or a gamertag change rather, not a new GT, gamertag change. We've got Consta and Joza, who we all know, and we've got Aza as well, who we all definitely know. And they have been building a very strong team over the last few weeks. Now, coming out here from the attack, we've got Macaulay playing on his new gamertag, which is pronounced ATSCII. That is ATSCII. I did have to check that because you know how I like to get my gamertags wrong.
5 seconds to insertion.
And we are bringing out Ying, Zofia, Ash, Ace, and Monty. So I would fully expect here to get a big push down from Blue. Consta is going to peek it. He's not going to find any picks, and he is going to back out before he gets popped in the head. But we're going to have 3 players here just rushing upstairs to start pushing their way in towards the back stairs. A very common take from teams is to go down the back stairs. Just delete that. Okay, so we've got a player standing there on blue, which is very, very common. That's on pillars. That's always going to be Jaeger. It is no different here. He sees the player pushing up to the double door. He opens fire, but Monty is there, waiting, holding that fire back. Oh, and Consta gets the double as he takes down the one on blue stairs, on back stairs, and then takes down the second one in the blue doorway. Consta just pre-firing absolutely everything. And MC Hayden, in no time at all, is the last man standing for Orphic. He's going to get pushed aggressively by Smoke, and he is going to take him down as well. That's the swift double there for MC Hayden. Let's see if he'll be able to pick up any more. He basically needs to ace this to win this. Is he going to be able to manage it? The last 3 players from its defense are just sitting downstairs, and that's exactly where Hayden is actually rotating around to. But he's going to fake them out. He's going to push his way down and pre-fire. Kaid is... Sorry, not Kaid. Goyo is there waiting. No, it's not Goyo. Sorry, it's Aza. I'm getting so confused already. As Aza is there to clean up the kill. And that was basically a very, very quick round coming out. As Consta did a ton of work. A ton of work downstairs on Pillar. Dorms is going to be the next site to get played. And in less than a minute, we had 4 bodies lost from Orphic. And Hayden left all on his own, bless him, running around, trying to do the best he can. He managed to get those picks as they pushed on to him. A little bit too aggressively, I would say. But they had the manpower to throw at it. They threw manpower. They lost a couple of bodies. But then the last 3 players just remained on site, waited patiently, and they got the kill that they needed, taking that very first round, which is going to give them a good mindset to go into the rest of the game, I think. Very dominating victory there for Reborn. Now, they can't go back to laundry, so they are coming back upstairs, or coming upstairs at least to dorms.
Activating camera. Just stop worrying about grenades now.
Let's see if they can be as successful up here as they were downstairs in the basement. That was a very quick round for them. Very quick round. The only reason it went on so long was because Hayden just backed out and decided not to push it. Okay. Let's see what kind of setup we get here in dorms. As we would expect, standard double reinforcement here on Attic with a signal jammer to slow down the push through that wall. Standard double reinforcement with signal jammers again, and another standard double reinforcement. Will we get a signal jammer here? Looks like we will. Merxy often plays here up close for when this gets breached. He's going to have the shotgun, so he will be the perfect operator to play here. And he's going to have that Banshee put down next to him to slow down the push from whoever manages to get in through that wall. And that's going to allow, assuming Merxy has died by that point, that's going to allow whoever is playing an Attic behind this shield to be able to peek the default plant and the breach as they get slowly slowed down as they walk through that point. Now we are going to have 3 players coming up here to T2. Jackson getting ready to make his way through whatever breach gets made as Hayden takes out any utility from below as Sophia. And we can see Strider there with the hard breach charge is going to open up that wall. Now Smoke is going to back out. If you time it just right, you can get a Candela through that hole and blind anyone on the other side before they even realize it. But Joza here playing without sights and an SMG-11 is going to slow down this push using the gas grenades. He sees the Monty. Gas grenade is going to go out. Monty is going to walk back into it and he is going to take some damage. And that is a very sensible play there from Joza as Jackson has backed out and is on half health. Matty is on drones, droning out bedroom to see if it's safe to go in. He knows exactly where Consta is. And he's going to be playing here in Trophy between here and the site. But the drone gets caught and that is intel lost. Jackson has dropped down the hatch. And he is actually down. Sophia is down there as well. Nice kill there from Joza. As they're going to want to finish off the kill. The res is going down, it looks like. And that's an easy triple here for Joza. Well. Another quick round here for Reborn. I mean, it's not been quick in terms of it's not going to be over quickly, but the kills, the flurry of kills there all came out in the space of just a few seconds. Well played to Reborn. Matty manages to pick up 1 frag, but he is refragged very quickly by Merxy, who pushes up. Oh, it's the trade as well. And Krynova finishes off. Atski getting that final frag, putting another round on the board for Reborn, making it 2-0 at the end of the first 2 rounds. Not the way that Orphic want to start this game at all. How can I make this work? If I click this, does this do it? Let's try. No, it doesn't apparently. Yeah, I'm trying to get access to this tweet. I can see that someone has sent a tweet through, but for some reason it's not coming up. It's been a little bit slow. Mrs. Toot, if you want to get that last tweet again and see if it will push it through. Although you will not hear this for another 3 minutes. All right, the next site to get played is going to be Meeting Hall and Kitchen. Now, we never normally see this site get played, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. Most teams here on Xbox go to Dining Room and Kitchen, but we are getting a Meeting Room and Kitchen, so I'm very excited for this. Let's take a look at the stats for this site from Season 1. We can see that Meeting Room and Kitchen, 75% attacker favored. That's because it was played very, very rarely. I think it was played like maybe twice last season. This map overall, I always call it out, 49% attacker favored, 51% defender favored. It's pretty much the most balanced map that we have here in the map pool, certainly for last season anyway. It was played like 14 times. It was the most played map that we had,
10 seconds to go.
which probably explains why it became so well balanced. Because as time goes on, you're likely to find that is the way that it will work.
Attackers are moving.
All right, now we are going to get an upstairs hold, which is very common. You see this a lot in PC leagues as well. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players up here. Joza drops down, so no more 5. We do just have 4. Let's see if anyone else drops out. Pretty common here to have some castle barricades up. We're going to have a standard rotate, just as if we were defending the top floor. In fact, this is a top floor defense, but set up to defend the site below it, which makes perfect sense. We're going to have hatches open, ready for quick drops to fall back to site as the push is slowed down. Let's see what the boys from Orphic will be able to pull out here, as Strider is going to run around, getting his steps in for the day, getting his steps in. Could have spawned over here, but said, no, boys, need to get my steps. Got to keep fit. Got to do my cardio. So he's going to take that long run around. Now Strider is going to put down the air jab to slow down any flanks. We can see there is a defender waiting around there. It is Aza playing on Valkyrie. And Joza is playing security, opening up even more rotates and lines of sight into sight. We've got rotates all over the place. We're 1 minute in and we've still got sight setup going on. All right, Jackson's going to walk around. He's going to chuck that C4 and it's going to get shot out by Matty. Aza is going to have to back out. He's got no more utility there that's going to be able to stop Monty from pushing him aggressively as the rest of Orphic start to push. They are into sight, but Joza, with the SMG-11, manages to take down Atsuki. That's the early pick. Plant is going down, though. Matty is sticking it. He's in sight, and it's not going to get denied. Merxy does take down Matty, and we're in a 5v3. And we have 37 seconds remaining to pick up these kills and get that diffuser. There is enough manpower here to actually just stick the diffuser from a distance. Merxy's going to go for it, but Strider is going to down him. He is going to get downed in retaliation. We've got 2 players here holding the diffuser. We just need 1 player to start sticking it. Monty is no issue. Merxy is going for it as he gets revived. Aza gets downed. Merxy's still tagging that diffuser. Aza gets finished off by his teammate, Joza. And yeah, that was a great push from Orphic, but unfortunately they just didn't have the manpower to manage to hold on to it. If they hadn't have lost so many bodies, they might have got away with that. In the stream, Matty's kill was gorgeous. Yeah, it was a pretty good kill, to be fair. It was a good kill. And he just popped up to that breach and shot down Merxy. Now, I know you typed that some time ago, but like I say, I do accidentally have a 3-minute delay on today, so you will be hearing things a lot later than normal. We're currently in 6-pick phase, while you're still watching the setup, the prep phase of the last round. That's how big the delay is. All right, Mrs. 2 has tried that tweet again, and it has come through. Yeah, let's pop up a tweet. Let's take a look. Rolo with the, for some reason, we're the reason that his household eats. I don't know why. Maybe get some explanation in the chat or somewhere on that later, Rolo, if you don't mind. Very interesting thing to come out with.
Attackers have discovered the location.
All right, if you tweet R6XBPL, you too can have your tweet up on the screen. Sometimes it does take a while for the tweet to actually make it through to me. So, and sometimes it doesn't come through at all. So apologies if that's the case. All right, so double reinforcement up here on elbow, single reinforcement. I expect we might get some holes opened up here. We did have that the last time they played this. I expect to see it pretty much the exact same setup we saw in round number 1. Because let's face it, it worked exceptionally well. Exceptionally well.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Every time we've seen these guys play this map, we see Consta go for that cheeky blue spawn, blue peak. He's going to get droned out. He's going to pre-fire it and then back out very, very quickly. He's going to be able to get back into sight. Jackson is going to continue pushing. Jackson's a very good gunner, so I'm a little bit confused why we are seeing him play the Monty. To be fair, I've seen him play before. He used to play on free elo, and then he played with Flex for season 1. And he was like the second player in the league to get an ace. And he can shoot stuff. He can shoot. So it's interesting to see him playing on Monty. All right, Merxy playing on Bandit as he is wanting to do. He does play good Bandit, and he is good with C4s. We saw him from this position getting a triple kill just the other day with a C4. He's going to be looking to replicate that this time round. Let's see if he can do it again. He has the C4 still in hand. Electrical wall is getting opened up. That's going to allow Orphic to push in. He's getting that C4 prepped. He's getting ready to chuck it. Let's see if he is going to throw it. He still has it in hand. Just ready and waiting. Just ready and waiting. He knows a push is coming as Orphic now have control of the pillar. MC Hayden is going to start to push through. Going to look at all the default angles and pre-fire them, but there's no one there. He does take down the battery, which is going to allow them to open up that other wall into sight. Now, he had control of the site, and I would like to have seen him keep control of it. He could have played just around here, right here by the bomb, and held on to that for quite a while. But Jackson is going to push up through this hallway. He knows there's going to be players here in the freezer as Aza takes down Atski. That is the first pick going to Reborn. Second pick goes to Strider, though, on Orphic. And this is the first time pretty much that we are seeing Orphic keep things balanced. Gas grenade is going to go out to slow down the push. Candelas are going to go in to blind the site. There is a smoke grenade there. The diffuser has been dropped in sight, and Hayden is going to go and pick it up. Strider is going to push onto Joza to stop him from taking down that default plant. But he does get killed. Joza with a beautiful kill there does get refragged. It's just refrag after refrag after refrag. And that is another round for Reborn. And they took that fairly convincingly. Fairly convincingly. All right, Dorms is going to be the next site to get played. No doubt we'll see the same rotation that we saw coming out the first time. So Dorms next, and if they win this one, then we might see them go to meeting again, but we might just as easily see the team mix it up and go to another site, such as Dining Room and Kitchen, which will be the only other site available should they win this. All right. We have Merxy on mute. We have Crying Over on Malusi. We've got Consta, Aza, and Joza. So mixing up the roles here on Reborn quite a bit. And then for Orphic, we've got Sophia, Ace, Ying, Blackbeard, and Ash. Now, Jackson coming off of the Monty, but still picking a shield operator. Still picking a shield operator. What we got here? Type Pog in the chat. It says Sweal. Okay. Alright, so upstairs is the site. No doubt we'll get pretty much the exact same setup. Wait. For some reason I thought Merxy was on Malusi and Chrono. Oh, I don't know. It's been a long day, stream. It's been a long day. It has been a long day. Double reinforcement going up on Attic. Both ends of it, as you would expect. Double reinforcement here. We are going to see the exact same setup coming out that we saw in the first round. But again, it worked very, very well, so there's no big surprises here. Hey, Italian, my guy Italian, welcome to the stream. Italian was the man who spectated for me when we did the American servers of Milkshake versus K. So, Italian, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming in. Very much appreciated. And thank you for your help that day as well. Got lots of good feedback about it. I mean, about your spectating, not specifically the stream itself, though we did about the stream as well, but your spectating I got some good feedback about as well. So well done to you. Thank you for that. All right, 3 players stacking up here on this window. Jackson rappelling upside down with the shield in front of his face. Good power position here. Oh, is he in the window? Oh, it was. If he had a pre-fire through that window, if they had the intel, they would have taken him down. They're going for another rush here, but they're trying it from a different angle. Hayden is in and is going to try to take down Valkyrie, but he's going to whip his shots. He's got the 2-time scope, but it's too close up for that kind of action. You do not rush. You do not rush with a 2-time scope. Merxy with the double kill with that C4. And again, the rush has not worked out well here for Orphic as they lose 3 players in the process. Atski is going to make his way up here along the armory stairs. He's not going to take out default cams because that will give his position away. He's going to try and silently push his way onto site, but there is a player here. And Atski does manage to take down Merxy. That is 1 pick, leaving things a little bit more well-balanced. But the 2 attackers here are so low on health after that failed push. Strider on 25. Atski just might as well be on 1 HP. With the amount of health that he does have. Strider pre-firing through that window, trying to get the player in the default spot, but he's not going to hit any targets as Atski is down below, looking through the holes that have been made in the floor. But there's no one. Oh, the player's going to come up. Did he see the foot? He didn't see the foot. He's going to take down the Banshee as Joza takes down Strider. Atski is the last player standing. 1v3. Let's see what he will be able to pull out of the bag. So question in the chat, how are these guys in XBPL? Well, it was due to their placement or... Well, there you go. Aza takes down Atski, and that is the end of that round. Making it a 5-0. So Orphic... So Reborn qualified because they made it to playoffs last season. Orphic qualified because Team Imp qualified via their run in UGL. They made it to semi-finals, I think it was. And we had made a deal where a team from 3 leagues, the winners of those 3 leagues would come into R6XBPL, but obviously some of the teams that won those leagues were already qualified through R6XBPL, so positions went to the next available teams. Team Imp was one of those teams, and then Team Imp combined with Orphic. So we gave the spot to Orphic because, you know, Team Imp had earned the place. And that is why Orphic are here. Now, they are 5th place in the league. Meeting and Kitchen is going to be the next site to get played.
Defenders, protect your bombs from
Now, let's be honest, it is widely known that Reborn and Athena are the top 2 teams in this league at the moment, so a lot of teams are going to not come off too well against Reborn. Right now, and that is certainly the case of what we're seeing here for Orphic. Tweets are really slow coming through tonight. I feel like there's another one that should be here, but it's not popping up for me. Let's take a look at the setup. Again, I expect we will see a top floor hold. It worked very effectively last time. Good to see everyone giving the pogs in the chat after Swill called it out. Well played, Swill.
5 seconds to go.
Now, this game could be over quite quickly, which hopefully not. We like to see a close game. We do like to see a close game, and after the stream, we're supposed to go over to the Challenger League game, which starts at 8 PM. Whereas if this game ends too quickly, we won't do that. So we'd like to see it go on a little bit longer. We'd like to see it a lot more close. Let's see if Orphic will be able to pull a rabbit out of the hat here and start to put some rounds on the board. As we remind ourselves, this is a 49% attack favored, 51% defend favored. We would expect the defenders to be up slightly, but not this much at this point. Pre-fire's going out, tries to get the pick onto Consta, standing there in games, but he is going to get away with his life. Ace opens that wall and peeks the wrong side. Ace does manage to get that kill, though. That is the trade as Matty takes down Consta. And now Matty's at a point where he's just going to swing in and try to pre-fire absolutely everything as Jackson gets taken down. Merxy looks out. He sees Ace looking the wrong way. 4v2 now. Strider up on the roof. He sees the legs of the player there on Attic, but he's going to move out of the way rather than take those shots. Atski opening fire, does a fair bit of damage to Krynova. Is going to push in, but down below with the shotgun, we've got Joza waiting for the inevitable push. And Strider is the last man standing. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining. 4v1. Strider is going to pull back. We see a player going up to T3 to try and get a angle onto him from there if he moves. That is Aza going up to T3. But I don't think it's going to work out as Joza is over here on small tower and Strider is just going to be playing up here. Going to try to get that kill, but Merxy playing Jaeger gets that pick. And that is 6-0. 6-0 to Reborn as we switch sides and go into the second half. This is not looking good for Orphic, people. This is not looking good. Laundry and Supply Room is going to be the first site to get played by Orphic. Now, it is possible for Orphic to call a tactical timeout if they wanted to, but they're not calling one. And I don't know what we're going to see come out from them in an attempt to try and pull this one back and start getting rounds on the board. They need to do something. They need to do something. Clearly. Alright, Laundry and Supply. Consta is going to play Cali. First time we're seeing Cali come out. Now this makes good sense. This is going to get played down in blue, obviously, to take down any utility so they can get these main walls into sight open. Or if they were upstairs, Kali would be just as effective sitting, you know, outside this doorway, sitting on the balcony and opening fire through the breach that gets opened, or, you know, through the doorway here, opening up lines of sight into attic from all the way over here in master bed. All sorts of things you could do as Kali up on the top floor. But bottom floor is going to be the play from Orphic. And no doubt we will see her come into use to try to take down any utility that is on this wall. However, as we can see, there is just a single reinforcement going up. And we're also going to get the classic single reinforcement, no, double reinforcement now. And we are going to get the classic single reinforcement and rotate here on elbow with the ADSs and the shield. So a bit of a play here from last season or the season before that, as we are going to see 4 players starting to head over from construction. 5 players coming over from construction. One of them was hidden. Atski comes out for that same kind of cheeky run out as Consta, but it isn't going to pay off for Atski any more than it pays off for Consta. And Jaeger being Jaeger is going to play on pillars. That's exactly what we expect. Matty holding elbow as we would expect. Jackson's going to be the man in the freezer, keeping nice and chilled. C4's going to go out from Hayden, but it's not going to do anything. There isn't even anyone there. Joza has backed well out by the time that got set off. An unfortunate play there from Hayden, as Matty is going to take down, or try to take down this drone, but it isn't going to be successful. Gas grenade is going to slow down the push as Crynova is going to try to hold that angle. AZ does get that pick with the M762. Kali starting to use her utility to try and take down shields or whatever. And it looks like it wasn't successful, but that last moment reinforcement does go up. That rotate is denied and Reborn won't be able to use it, but they do have a hole here in electrical, allowing them to push into sight. Jackson's going to be playing the default position here in freezer, waiting for the default plant. Cheeky little angle there to deny it. They're going to try to take down that Goyo shield. They are successful. That Magnet goes down just a little bit too late. Conce is starting to plant, and Jackson isn't able to peek it from that default position. Merxy does get down. 3v4. Plant is successful. Can we see a retake here, though, from Orphic? 1 falls. Number 2 falls. That's the double kill for Crynova. 3v2. Number 3 falls, and it is going to be a 7-0. As Crynova gets 3, Consta gets 1. And as some say, that is all she wrote. And that's the end of that. GG to both teams. Unfortunately, the last tweet that we had didn't come through, so we won't get to put it up on stream. Apologies. Well played to Reborn. They dominated that one. Absolutely dominated it. And with that, let's go back to the intermission. Okay.